Today we're making a super salad, very similar to one I videoed and posted previously. We've got an evening at the studio, so we want good quality sustaining energy. I've just got all of my ingredients out of the fridge, and I'm going to start by toasting the nuts and seeds. I'm going to do cashews, walnuts, almonds, pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds. And going straight into the salad bowl, I'm doing hemp hearts, goji berries, and some linseeds as well. I also got out some sesame seeds, which I always pop in the pan just a little bit later because they're so small they toast really quickly, and I don't want burnt sesame with uncooked nuts. And then I'm throwing the chicken into the boiling water, which will poach for about 12 minutes. At this point, baby was getting a little bit fussy, so he's just coming in to join me, and then I start prepping some of the vegetables by just cutting off ends and peeling the outsides. I keep running back to check on the nuts because once they start browning, they start going really fast, and I do like to put on my oven timer to make sure that I don't forget about them because I've done that plenty of times. I put them aside to cool and I'm back to prepping vegetables. I've had a couple of people make this salad and they've just talked about how long it takes to cut everything up, which I totally agree with. We could definitely use a food processor, but I like to cut things up slightly different sizes. And there's so minimal cooking with this. It's basically the whole recipe is cut this, cut that. Now that I've got the basic vegetable prep done, I'm just draining the chickpeas, and today we're having black beans as well because that's what I had in the cupboard. Back to chopping the vegetables. So this is courgette. I cut it quite small but enough that there's a nice crunch when you eat it. I'm doing red cabbage really as small as possible because I find that quite laborious to eat. I found these mini cucumbers and they're small enough that I just cut them into rounds. I'm giving Mateo a little bit of carrot to chew on. He's teething at the moment, so something nice and cold and hard is great for him. Otherwise, I am grating the carrot for us. We eat broccoli and cauliflower almost in every meal, so no exception. Cutting that nice and small into the salad. So after draining the chicken and letting that cool for a while, I get to do my favourite part, which is mixing all the colours together. And then I'm prepping what we might call flavour bombs. Usually I put in pickles, but I was out unfortunately, and I decided to try some jalapeños. I was quite nervous to put jalapeños in there because they're quite an acquired taste, but actually they were delicious. I've thrown in the nuts because they were cool enough, and then today, also unusually, I'm putting in some feta. We usually have a dairy-free salad, but we had this goat feta in the fridge, and that was really nice for a change as well. Back out into the garden, I still think that adding fresh herbs is the thing that makes a salad go from a 5 to a 10. Just such beautiful, bright, fresh flavours. I'm just doing some mint and coriander today and a few leaves of rocket and spinach. You're lucky you got someone to keep you company. After throwing in the chickpeas and the black beans, I rinse off those herbs, cut them as small as possible, throw them in, then I cut up the chicken. I used to shred it, but I found that cutting it is actually just much faster and I don't notice a difference in texture actually. Then we're going in with the dressing, a really generous amount of salt. We've got the maple syrup and a really generous amount of olive oil. I always find that I don't do enough dressing, so I'm constantly adding more. I'm doing apple cider vinegar today, and I will also do mayonnaise. The most patient baby in the world. This bowl is really full, so it's taking me a bit to sort of mix everything up, but you can just see me adding more and more of each thing. Salt, olive oil, mayonnaise, pepper, oil, apple cider vinegar. I taste it and usually just keep adding more because we only eat this in the evening, and the next day we find that the dressing just gets soaked all into the vegetables. So more is more. Bubba's getting tired, blowing raspberries there, so we're just going to have some lunch together and then I'll put him down for a nap. I'm doing my yummy food dance, which Mateo always loves. It's the best smile ever. And that's it. That's enough food to feed 6 people for 3 meals. And actually there was plenty for me to have a portion for lunch as well. I threw some avocado onto my lunch, and sometimes I'll fry an egg, but it's also very nutritious and very filling just as it is. Delicious.